friends, welcome back to my Easy Java class. Today I will teach you about function overloading. Do you know what is meant by function overloading? I think you all know about the features of object-oriented programming languages. What are they? Do you remember? Abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation. At last we studied polymorphism. What is meant by polymorphism? Using or under the same function name, we can do different purpose. Do you remember that term? Okay, that is applicable. That is what is called a function overloading. That means we can use the same name for different functions but with different types of arguments or different number of arguments. That is what is called a function overloading. Function overloading is termed as in Java polymorphism. Okay, function overloading means in the same class we can use the different function with the same name. That is called the function overloading. Okay, then how can you do this one? If you want to add to some numbers, we can for that purpose we are designing a function called addition. But sometimes some people wants to add two numbers, but in some other case some people wants to add three numbers, and one wants to add one real with one whole number, and some other wants to add two whole numbers, like that way. That means different, sometimes different numbers, sometimes different type of arguments. But all people wants to add these numbers. Okay, that means the same purpose. For the same purpose, we are using this function with the same name, but different number of arguments and different types of arguments. This is termed as function overloading or polymorphism. In Java, we can say polymorphism. This is possible in Java. In the same class, different function with the same name. Okay, I think all understood about this one. Shall we learn more about this one? Okay. What is meant by function overloading? It is the process of defining functions, methods with the same function name. This is important, but with different numbers and types of parameters. And polymorphism is the process of using a function for multiple purposes. I told you it is the process of defining functions or method. The other name is method of a function with the same function name but with different numbers and types of parameters. That means type means here data types. Okay, and in Java the term is used polymorphism. Okay, this is one of the feature of this object oriented programming language. Shall we study more about this one with the help of an example? Okay, let's consider an example. First I created one class here. What's the name of class? Class addition. And we have three different functions. First function is void add, second function is void add, and the third function is also a void add. That means I used three functions, but I used this for that functions, all the functions you are using the same name. That means what is the name? Add. Here also, here. All the functions are using the same name. That is what is called a function overloading. The same class is possible, but see here we have two integer arguments. What are the arguments? What are the variables? A and B. But what is the type? Int. Both are int data type. Okay. And in the second function, when we consider this function, first one is int data type and the second one is float data type. Different data types used when you compare with this add function. And in the case of third one, three different data types. Three numbers. Here we have two numbers. And here we have three number of different types and number of different arguments. That is the points of when you are working with the function overloading. Okay, that points you have to remember. Okay, then here what is the purpose? To add. Here I added this a and b, a plus b, and I printed this value. Here also d and f, d plus f, and here also I printed this value. Here we added three numbers, and here also we added these numbers. And what is the use of this one? I told you different people wants to different number of argument, different number of type number to add and different types of number to add. Okay, for that, to satisfy all the users needs, we can use this function overloading. Then how can I call this function using a main function in the class? Okay, I will show you. Just listen here. See, if it is a static member, you have to create, if it is not a static member, you have to create an object of this particular class. But if it is a static member, static function, no need to create this object first. Without creating an object, you can directly call these functions. But here, it is not a static member. Because of that, you have to create first this one. What is that? First, you have to write the class name. Then, write the object name. Here, I had given capital A. Then, new addition with a bracket. Then, semicolon. Like this way, I have to create one object first. After that, here I had given a dot add with two integer numbers. See this one. First one is two integer numbers and second one with one integer and one real number. Third one, three real numbers. Then how the compiler can understand or how the compiler choose this one, which function? Do you know? Okay. See, using this, the type of this argument or the number of the arguments, compiler can identify this function. First one is two integer type. Then it will take this one. Okay. And here we have one whole number and one real number. Then it will take this function using the type of data. And here three double type data. Then it will take this one. This is what is called the early binding or static binding. Okay. The process of the compiler has chosen this function using this type of arguments or the number of arguments. Like this way we can call all the functions. Okay, this is very useful for you when you are working with a real world problem, entity problems. This process you need to work with this process. This is also called a polymorphism. Okay, and always we are using this Java programming is used for the real world purposes. Like that, this is very helpful for us. I think you all understood about this one, how to call this different functions using this main function and how to apply this different function with the same name. Okay. Okay. Let's consider question how to do function overloading in different types of Java program.
First one, double volume double R with radius R as an argument returns the volume of sphere using the formula V equal to 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 R into R into R. Second one, double volume double H double R with height with length as the argument returns the volume of a cylinder using the formula V is equal to 22 by 7 into R into R into R. Third one, double volume double L double B double H with length, breadth and height as the arguments returns the volume of a cuboid using the formula V is equal to L into B into H. Length into breadth into height. This is the question. Okay.
നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നത് ഒരു ക്ലാസ് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം, മൂന്ന് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. മൂന്ന് ഫംഗ്ഷന്റെ പേരെന്തായിരുന്നു? വോളിയം. ഈ മൂന്ന് ഫംഗ്ഷനിലും ഡിഫറെന്റ് നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ആർഗ്യുമെന്റ്സോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ടൈപ്സ് ആർഗ്യുമെന്റ്സോ ആണ്. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ആ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ എല്ലാത്തിലും വോളിയം ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യാനാണ് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഓരോ ഷേപ്പിന്റെ വോളിയം ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങളോട് ഇങ്ങനെ പറയുമ്പോൾ അതിന്റെ ഇക്വേഷനും കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് ഭയങ്കര സിമ്പിൾ പ്രോഗ്രാം ആണ്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ പറയാ, എക്സാംസ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാർക്കൊക്കെ സ്കോർ ചെയ്യാൻ നല്ല എളുപ്പമുള്ളൊരു പ്രോഗ്രാമാണ്. അതെന്താ വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മളോട് ഈ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഹെഡർ 3 ടൈപ്പായിട്ട് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. ഈ 3 ടൈപ്പ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഹെഡറും ഫസ്റ്റ് തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾ അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ എഴുതാം. അപ്പം അതിൽ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മാർക്ക് കൂടുതൽ സ്കോർ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. അത് തെറ്റരുത്. അവർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ എന്താണോ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് അത് അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ എഴുതാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് റിട്ടേൺ ടൈപ്പ്, പിന്നെ ഫംഗ്ഷന്റെ പേര്, പിന്നെ ആർഗ്യുമെന്റ്സ് തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവും ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ, അത് എഴുതാം. പിന്നെ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ബ്രാക്കറ്റിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ എന്ത് പർപ്പസ് ആണോ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. വി നോ വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. ഇൻ ദാറ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ദേ മെൻഷൻഡ് 3 ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഫംഗ്ഷൻസ്. First function name is double volume with a double R argument. And there is one equation V is equal to 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into R into R into R. And the second function name is double volume double with the 2 arguments double H and double R. We have to find out the volume 22 by 7 into, there is an equation 22 by, to find out this volume, 22 by 7 into R into R into H. And the third function, double volume, double L, double B, double H. The equation is to find out the volume L into B into H for the cube. Okay. Three different types of shapes. So you have to find out the volume of three different types of shapes. For that purpose, we are using this program. But we know in the question they mentioned all the things. You have to just write the syntax. Okay, this is very simple program. And let's check how can you do this program. Okay, first we will write the package here, import java.type.star. This is not necessary because this programs we is doing with the help of BlueJ method. We are using BlueJ method here, and you have to give one class name, class with a class name. But don't use the same name of this function name here. You can use any other name, but you don't use the same function name, because here all the function names are same, but I use the different name for the class name. Okay, and we know in all the functions we are using this VB. Because of that, we have to find out that particular variable, output variable, and first you have to initialize that variable here. And what is the data type of this V? Do you know? Here we are finding this V's value, and after each function we are returning the value of that V, because we know the return type of each function is double. Because of that, we need to identify the data type of V is double. Okay, then I will initialize with the 0.0. And what's after that, what we will do? Next step, we have to find out which one is the first function. Here we know double volume, double R. You have to write the same function header here also. Okay, don't make any change in that function name, because if you make any change, you won't get the marks for the public examination and for the competitive examination. You have to use the same prototype, function prototype there. Okay, then I will write double volume with the double R. And what's the purpose? We have to find out this volume. How the equation is in the case state. Just apply here with the Java expression. Instead of 4 by 3, we can do this one, write this one, because this key is not available in the keyboard. We have to use this slash 4 by 3. This is the same equivalent Java expression. Okay, into 22 by 7, like this, into R into R into R. The same equation. And we need to print, we want to print the value, but in this question, they mentioned the return type of this function name is double. Because of that, you have to use one return keyword here. And which value will be returned? V. Okay, and sometimes if it is, just imagine if it is void, what we will do? System.out.println V. But here they used double. Because of that, I will use this return keyword. Okay, don't forget it. Then after that, you have to just check out the next one. Double volume, double H, double R. You have to write the same here. Okay, you will get the more marks. For this one, you will get 4 marks. This one format like that way, we can increase our marks. Easily do it. Okay, double volume, double H, double R. And what's the purpose? You have to find out the volume. 22 by 7 into R into R into H. The same thing you have to write here. And after that, you have to write a return type. Here also the return type is double. Okay, then write a return V. Last, what's the next function? Double volume, double L, double B, double H. You have to write the same thing here. Double volume, double L, double B, double H. In the bracket, you have to write V is equal to the equation. You have to write here V is equal to L into B into H. Then at last, you have to write a return V. Okay, the 3 different functions with the same name. This is called the functional overloading. Easily we can solve this program. Okay, and if you want to for the public examination, that is not necessary to write this main function. But if you want, you can write this main function. No marks for this one. But if you can close up to after finishing this all the functions, you can close the class here. Otherwise, you may write this main function. Not into this one, this is not compulsory, but if you want, you can write. I will show how to write main function and call the functions. First, we will write a void main. After that, with the bracket, first we will create the object of this particular class like this. Void V is equal to new void. Then V dot volume of first. I will give the further double argument, one real number here. Then it will call this function. Therefore, the next one, 2 double arguments. It will call this function. For this one, we will give 3 double arguments. Okay, it's very simple. When you study this like this program, it's very simple and it's very useful for you when you're working with the functional loading problems. Okay, and we can solve the like these problems next time in the next video, and try to study this one. And like this problem one, you will get one problem in the public examination. As you see, 10th board examination and for all the competitive examination. And it's very important portion of this Java. Okay, and all should try to understand this one. If you like this one, subscribe my channel to get my previous videos. If you want to get my next video, please press on that bell button. Then only you will get the next video notifications. And if you want to share this one, please share to others also. If you like this one, share to others also. If you have any comment, you just give the comments through my comment box. I will give the replies. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye. We will meet in the next video. Bye bye.